I am Roseline Koener, and I love to paint. And it's all about a process to let emerge the most intense light, but from within, and for sure inspired from outside. But I would say mostly is when I begin to paint, I put some element and some life force and graffiti and marks the way it's coming very spontaneously. Also very often like on space almost divided in a grid or in a circle. And I let just the process emerge. For example, here I just begin some traces and movement, and it's like a life force of the wind. It's a golden wind, those little paintings like a card. And I begin with rhythm. I listen to music, and I begin just to let myself inhabit by, I would say, almost natural life force, a rhythm of life coming from within. I love to dance, I love to walk, I love to see the wind in the wild grass, especially now in the fall. They have a beautiful dancing movement. And I put a first layers with oil pastel, this one, different color. And like here, this is another rhythm. It's like little square, but something else is more, how would I say, sometimes it's not easy to explain. With some, I would say, almost the little leaves who are moving. And this is another rhythm. Remind me also, I go very often to walk on the beach, and I see all the movement of the water, which is influencing me, or like the rhythm on the sand. But the most important thing for me is to let emerge an intensity and the vibrations of colors. So for example, it was here more, I built the painting layers by layers, and then at the end, I come with some little touch of paint, which is bringing the whole layers of the different lighting from the depths, from like a stained glass, the light is coming through the stained glass from within. So that's really the spirit of my painting. And here is all about the marks. I remember when I came with the red and with the light green, golden here, suddenly the green beneath begins to be alive. So it's how let all the aliveness coming, surfacing on the whole dimension of the space and animating the space. For me, painting is like more music. So it's about rhythm, it's about space between the note, space between the color, and the whole painting begins to chant together. I would say in a magic way, because I don't plan before. So it's what is happening on the paper that little by little it's coming, it's guiding me. I let myself, in fact, be more guided. I don't guide it. This is, I would say, important process for me. More and more I let go, and I let myself, my hands, my eyes, my whole body, my spirit be guided. So this is another one here, and you could see on the background, it's like a different pink, it's a blue, but all the nuances I like interlacing with each other. You could see that it's different plan. So this is more on the back, this is on the front, it's the same here, but one is engaging the other one. So to try that the whole fluid, I would say the fluid of life is circulating all through the painting. And I really try to let, not to let part of it not existent enough, I would say, not alive enough. So, and for example, this is another one. It's like almost, it was raining a lot outside, and I felt fascinating the rhythm of the rain, drops, and the movement of the rain. So it's like, and then after that it was a bright light with the sun, and it's a little bit that feeling that you could find again here. It's a building process and at the same time, I would say, dancing process with my brush. And I am using on the top of the oil stick ink and diluting some with the water, different ink. And then what is interesting is that when the ink is coming on the top of the oil pastel, so they don't like each other too much, the oil and the water, and then the mark can stay vivid. So that's an interesting material to use. Otherwise, I am using also paper on fabric, and I am using the all pigment, ink, and all different ink. And so with the pigment, usually I mix the pigment with eggs white. White are more transparent than yellow. That's the tempera that they use in the Quattrocento in Italy. And I am using mostly paint, which are more transparent. And, but it's playing with what is transparent, with more opaque, all different kind of also contrast. You see here, contrasting and structuring, in fact, that little painting in two, but they are working with each other. They are echoing. How to create or even to intensify the echoing from one point to another, from one color to another one, and that's all. You say, this is nothing. Take that out, it could work. It works as well. And you see, I came with that a little red is here on the top, but it gives another nuances. It gives another little depth. And it's like a nuances, it's like a different note of music. If I would leave that completely, it would be like more a block. And in nature, nothing is like a block. Everything is fluid. So, but I am working quite fast and quite spontaneously, very spontaneously. So here I came with like a gold colors, like a green metallic, yellow-green metallic. And I feel that here it was only red, but I feel coming with the pink here is making this color more radiating. It's, you could see like a moon or like a sun on the sky. And here is all different little nuances, interlacing. You see how here, from that red, so you have that, the passages from that gold and here dark purple. So it's all different depth coming here. That's a little violet, but it gives a little light. And then if you walk, it's almost walking through the painting, it's all different nuances going to some, I would say a line more, or a wave lighter. And then we come that intense red, intense life, and like a fire. Feels very important to let also my fire within, or the fire, original fire, which is not mine, but the original fire, almost is a fire of love to communicate to my